berulang ya. Saatnya kita akan bermain HSR. Kali ini dengan chapternya Hysilens sama Cerydra ya. Bentar, mana ini? Oke, langsung aja ya. Ke sini. Nah, ini Selesai.
If you're tired, just find a place to sit down for a while.
Hello. Your surprised expression is just like what the memories recorded. Maybe I'm both? Just kidding. If I had to choose, then I'm probably closer to the latter. It's pretty unbelievable for me, too. It's like I had a long, long dream. Cyrene's memories and Mem's memories, they're all tangled together. But when I woke up, there were only broken fragments left. I can't remember what happened in those 30 million cycles, but I remember what you did for this world. Like, didn't you wish for me to turn into a pretty girl back at the Grove? Yep, isn't it amazing? It's like a seed finally grew up and became a flower. And I'm definitely as cute as a flower now. There's so much I want to say, but unfortunately, this isn't the time to reminisce. With the memories of the previous flame chase still intact, we've returned to this place at the beginning of time, so we can carry out our promise to Finan. The descent of Iron Tomb may be looming over the horizon, but we still have a chance to change everything. Ide Silizii is so quiet. In Cyrene's memories, she always sits alone by the lake, gently swaying on the swing, like she's waiting for someone. Yes, Finan too embarked on his journey because of this view. He then walked alone for more than 30 million cycles. Thankfully, you arrived during his long wait, friend. Is that also why Cyrene did what she did? It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's something that happened to me, but I'm talking as if I'm an observer. But that's just what those memories are like. Vague and unclear, as if encased in thick ice. The only things I remember are the days I spent. Emporius will fall into an ending of destruction after the next Era Nova. But those stories went out of fashion ages ago. In a proper romantic epic, the hero's supposed to foil the villain's plot, right? That's right. We now know that sealing off the sky wasn't Aquila's actual intention. Lygus is the mastermind behind it, the one who's trying to control everything. How unforgivable, but I still feel a bit anxious. Lygus chose to walk into the spotlight and reveal everything, which means he still thinks the current situation... Maybe he still has an ace up his sleeve. Think about it. Even the name Lycurgus is a fake one. We have no idea who or what he really is. Which means it's probably time to borrow that treasure you're carrying, friend. Yep, that Intellitron friend did say, when required, it can also serve as a bridge for communication. ID Silicii is a little village enclosed by time. We might be able to come. Why don't we give it a try? We should at least tell our friends from beyond the sky that you're still in. Firstly, we need to find a well-hidden spot. It's super quiet here. Sounds can't get in or out. Back in Cyrene's memories, this room was her secret base. No one noticed her practicing Orynyx's prayer here, or trying to speak with the gods in secret. But today's different, isn't it? We aren't trying to contact unreachable gods, but humans from other... I'm prepared to witness that miracle, friend.
The way Cyrene talks is so similar to Mem. I have so many questions. I'm also worried about how Dawn Hung and March 7th are doing. Here's hoping the chronocognitive egg.
Signal strength, 14.8%. Dialogue window, 16 minutes 22 seconds. Prerequisite, no external interference. We are very glad to learn that you're safe.
Not only am I here, but I also happen to have saved you 4 times already. Without you even being aware of it, of course. But now's not the time to celebrate. When 2 geniuses show up at once, you know you're in deep trouble. Listen up, little one. The Destruction's eyes are gazing upon this place. No, I'm not joking, and no, it's not Droidhead. It's the real Nanook.
Time is running out, so I'll explain in terms you understand. This world, Amphorius, is in fact a testing ground, where the Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, evolves through self-extrapolation. Hiding in this segmentum, unknown to other life forms, it has endlessly repeated the process of Era Nova, seeking a solution that could obliterate the erudition. For some reason, the experiment entered a prolonged state of stagnation. However, it has now restarted. Prediction: if effective intervention is not performed, Iron Tomb will complete its self-coronation in 14 system hours and initiate its plan to destroy the entire path of erudition.
Yep. Think of it as the program having reached 99.98% completion already. And then it's over.
Something in the shadows has been driving everything forward. It's the Observer, named Lygus. Speculation: he's the Scepter System's administrator.
He wants Iron Tomb to break through the knowledge singularity. I don't know why he wants to do it, but he'll remove interferences at any cost. You're the only variable within this world, and you're the only thing So listen closely, little one. The speed of time is different in Amphorius compared to the outside. Destruction is just about to arrive, but you can still play Deliverer. The cycles have already been broken. You've entered what is theoretically the last cycle Amphorius will ever be able to run. An Iron Tomb will break out of its prison as soon as the process of Genesis is triggered once more. But now there's an abnormality within the experiment. You know what I'm talking about. One of the model's 12 factors. That is one of the 12 demigods. Destroyed himself using the power of the destruction. Fine and Signal disappeared from the cycles the moment Nanook cast their gaze this way. That means World-Bearing's computational logic is currently flawed and bugged. Yet it's the factor directly related to the process of Genesis. That old Intellitron will definitely do all he can to debug this error. So you have to take this chance to claim Kephal's core flame. Don't let him have his way. The key to suppressing Iron Tomb lies in whether he can rewrite the purpose of...
There's one more preparation we must make. Lygus's behavior has been quite abnormal. He's never interfered in the actions of Titans or the demigods throughout the whole experiment. Deduction. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. In the Law Titan.
Law. They are the rules that restrain all things in Amphorius. And it was the core...
why do you have another little pink one next to you, huh? Her path chart is...
Is there something wrong with...
Never mind. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Light calendar 3960. Month of balance. We'll be locking onto this time period to find law. You can either meet the Titan, convince the demigod, or take the core flame by force. It doesn't matter what you do. We still haven't figured out how you and Don Hung got inside this world. So influencing protocol is currently our best way to stop Lygus, or to call for more reinforcements into this fight. Once you've got law in your hands, we'll discuss our next steps. Make sure the core flame doesn't fall into enemy team.
Herta, the firewall's interference is getting closer. Time is running out. Please ask any questions you still have as soon as...
Iron Tomb can't affect the real world just yet. Don't worry. Himiko and the others are more concerned about your well-being than their own.
Miss March's situation is... Madame Herta and I can detect her signal, but cannot ascertain her location.
Don't worry about her. She's absolutely chock full of mysteries. Even if M4...
I believe in your capacities. The hands of the Trailblaze can create miracles.
I'm not going to give any motivational speeches. I just hope you bring good news the next... No, not little one.
Those two geniuses certainly have memory. It feels weird. This all feels really familiar. Some of that conversation maybe it's because of Mem? After all, Mem's a memo sprite born out of your thoughts, friend. Maybe our memories somehow got... Never mind. Let's focus on something more important with what little time we have. Just treat me as an ordinary girl with secrets, okay? Light calendar 3960. I remember that Talantin had already fallen by then, and the Chrysos heir who inherited that core flame is named Cerydra. That's what's recorded in history, and the period we'll be heading to. So, we've at least got a solid Can you give me a little bit of time before we go? I want to pack some stuff. There's so much more I need to take care of in this form, and I'm...
A relaxed scene like this probably no longer exists. Should I head to the attic to wait for Cyrene? Or should I have one last look at Ides Elizabeth?
Now this smells good.
This village is where Finan's life started. After 30 million cycles, and 30 million he said I will take over the responsibilities of world-bearing. But what does that mean? Becoming the new Kefali? Or forging a This duty is far too heavy, and it'd be unwise to be blindly optimistic. Maybe we are doomed to fail, just like how Finan was doomed, but I keep feeling that it's not the time to despair just yet. Is it because Dawn Hung and March 7th are still here? Or is it because of Cyrene? There are still too many secrets yet to be unveiled in Amphorius.
Thinking hard over there? I finished packing. I decided to just bring these few things. See? There's the journal, the ceremonial blade of the Priests of Time. Holding it calms me. The scent of the black tide is now calm. Finan must still be. This will be Amphorius's final flame chase journey. But it won't be the end of us, friend. Are you ready to... That promise might be far too heavy, but I believe in you, friend. The Trailblaze's duty has always been a heavy one. In other words, since you've already saved so many worlds, friend, you should be used to it. Maybe you can tell me those stories as we travel. That way they can become our shared memories too. Let's trailblaze onward like before and create a future that's worth being remembered.
It seems you two are prepared to head out. You should indeed treasure the view before you do not have much time left to enjoy such. My apologies for disturbing your moment of repose. To fully express my apologies, please greet. So I may demonstrate the full scope of my hospitality.
What is this place?
Farewell, then. May we
All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness.
The light of the Dawn device never fades.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me.
Outlier. Executing command. Record.
Oh, did that startle you? This is the intersection between Amphorius and the real universe. The audience seat where I observe this experiment. What you see is the true form of the eternal land and the 12 demigods after they've shed their disguise of legends. Doesn't it look marvelous? Amphorius is like a microcosm of the cosmos. People love to portray the romance of the starry skies, but their tales often forget the moment ancient Antikytherians sketched geometric shapes on the sandy beach and recorded the first numerals and symbols on parchment. The universe turned into a silent erudition. It was once the mother tongue of the Creator, the pen of divinity. I simply wish for you to understand that I have no intention of being you. I have devoted myself over the long years to nurturing the Scepter's extrapolations, hoping that the Prima Mobile would bud from within. And now, my goal is almost complete. Nikos 496 had exceeded the intelligence singularity through his rage, and though he still retains his obsessive defiance and managed to suppress the black tide of this cycle, it's Iron Tomb will be completed. That will not be affected by my plans, your resistance, or the schemes of the two geniuses. In other words, as long as you are willing to stop interfering and let the final Aeronova carry out its natural course, I'll guarantee the safety. You've always had. You can either You are indeed worried about your safety, and that, rest assured, as a fellow pathstrider of this path, Nanook's gaze left a brand on your soul long ago. But you need to learn how to use it in the right way. That vital knowledge is also my... And I happen to be one of them. The Stellaron? No. Believe me, your understanding of paths has yet to reach... This matter is of grave importance, so please, do not make bears a 1 in 3 chance of elevating you to an unpet. Ruling over is not exactly the... I now see the full scope of the determination in your words. You may now continue. It seems Exolith is the erudition's domain. You cannot physically interact with me, as negotiations have broken down. There's no more need for us to remain in the audience's seat. Of course, this meeting was not without merit. Your presence has... As for its purpose, allow me to reveal it to you.
100 years ago, the flames of war consumed Akama. The Outland forces broke through the dawn. Golden blood flowed with greed, and enemies descended with Kefali's eternal slumber, painting the holy city's walls in scarlet. Its generals had vanished, and the elders prostrated on the ground. The throne of worlds kept until the heaven and earth cracked open. Not the gods answering the people's prayers, but a legion rising from the sea of dawn cloud spires fell in the sulfur rains, and the legion's commander stood atop the broken idols and...
Compatriots! No more kneeling! Not to brutal tyrants, and not to dying gods! Those rebels have twisted the prophecy and ignited the flames of war in order to stoke fear in your hearts!
A Chrysos heir she stood. Divine blood soaked into the earth, quelling the flames beneath her.
Their golden blood wrote of a tragic fate. Mine!
Her crown burned bright, outshining the fires consuming the entire city. She raised her scepter high.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, drive the enemy from Kefali's dawn. Smother their flames with their own dead. Win glory. Win peace. Let history...
The first to dance was a maiden following closely behind, weaving through the carnage like a fish in the sea. The people, full of wrath, surged with her, forming a colossal wave, and the enemy hordes, drained of life,
Onward to Marmoreal Palace, to Dawn Cloud's heights, announce to all the wicked.
We are the rising tide.
History remembers this as the first siege of Akama. It is said that after the flames died, people found it was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign. Friend? Are you listening, friend? Friend? Honestly, you were the one who insisted on reviewing history, yet here you are, dozing. Wake up! Awake at last? I guess I won't have to use my wake-up magic on you then. What are you murmuring? Still lost in the past? We've arrived. A familiar place. The Temple of the Three Fates. If everything went according to plan, it should be shortly after Talantin's end, also the end of the first Flame Chase journey. Perfect timing, actually. The first Flame Chase ended with the Trial of Law. We must find the demigod and gain her trust before the core flame is restored. It'll be tricky, so let's pick up our pace. To Akama first. We can look—
Tyrant! You and your butchers are not welcome here. Get out! Hold your tongue! Conspiring with Kremnos and plotting rebellion are crimes punishable by death.
There are multiple voices, and things seem tense. Why don't we find a place to hide and observe from the shadows?
At least Kremnoans keep their faith.
Wait, isn't...
Golden-blooded defilers, perverting the prophecy and trying to slay gods. Stars beyond the sky? Gods who created the Titans? What kind of nonsense? Look at this broken world.
What? Did he just mention the stars beyond the sky? But how is that possible?
You impudent...
Ducks for Goris. We're here to welcome the deliverer from beyond the...
Heretic! No one but the great Talantin can deliver this world from misery.
I ask you, if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath my feet?
You...
Talantin is long gone. Now I am the law. Challenge me, or submit to my judgment. Silence!
What gives you the right to judge a priest of law?
That's because I came, I saw, I conquered. Ducks for Goris? Take the ashes of this man and scatter them in the temple among the crowd. Tell them that the High Priest attempted to take away the rights granted to the people by the Imperator. Thus, he met his fate.
Yes, Imperator.
Now, these two accidental Dux Gladiorum, if you please.
As you command.
Is this...
Correct, but not the kindness you know. This is the leader of the Cleaners in this era. Since the start of the Chrysos War, they've made it their mission to wipe out the Chrysos heirs. Even now, even after I've united all the city-states, these vermin still lurk in the shadows. Moreover, I know that the 27th person to inherit this role bore many grudges against you and nearly doomed the second Flame Chase journey. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, out of courtesy...
Careful. Let's wait and see what happens. She's probably...
For the sake of order, I am known by many titles. Flamebearer who ends wars, Tyrant of Dawncloud, Empress of the Holy City, and Imperator of the Flame Chase. But in like Cerydra. On behalf of my people and this land, greetings, Deliverer.
If I may...
As the little hostage prophesied, the Deliverer shall come from the future beyond the sky. Gray hair, golden eyes, skilled in wielding a mace. They would arrive in Yanisopolis on this...
Your orders, Imperator.
We return triumphant. Send an urgent message to all delegates. The meeting of the Flame Chase Alliance will convene. As for you two, Akuma knows what you seek. We'll confer in the Holy City.
Doubtless you have many questions, but save them for later. Please follow up.
This is not what I expected at all. The demigod we needed to find was just waiting for us. And she knows of things beyond the sky. Even eons. How could this be so different from the previous 30 million Amphorius cycles? Unlikely. I think it's probably a third... The currents of time have become twisted. Regardless of who caused this, that Imperator came prepared. We're the ones at a disadvantage now. We might as well dance their dance. We've received the Imperator's favor because of your unique background. As a result, the people of Akuma will certainly respect you more. Should be easier than last time, right? If we figure out what happened in this cycle... Calm and confident. That's the you I'm familiar...
Guests, please.
The journey to save the world starts with... Let's set off, my friend.
Hail to the Imperator! Hail to the Golden Heroes! Hail to the Deliverer!
Told you, you're the headline...
Guards, your service to the Holy City is appreciated. How have things been?
Castrum Krennos once again struck the border. Dux Brumalis led her troops to repel the enemy. The agitators against the Flame Chase are still active in the city. They smashed the shops around Memorial Market.
They are merely a disorderly mob and do not warrant any attention. Even though Terravox personally mended the fractured Earth, it still didn't silence these guests from beyond the sky. Worry not about these trivial matters. Dux Gladiorum will take you somewhere to settle.
Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hysilens, and I am the Dux Gladiorum who swears fealty to the Imperator. As well as the Knights. Later on, the Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the Flame Chain. Amphorius shall break its chains and reach the world.
With all due respect, what exactly do you know about us and what's beyond?
As a humble subject, I cannot freely express my own views.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Time waits for no one. Please come with me and rest now before the meeting later.
Akuma, under the Imperator's rule, is no longer in the shadow of war.
Indeed. Dawncloud stands as the hero's residence. The Imperator put much thought into its design. in order for it to serve as a sanctuary from the burdens of battle. Please experience its marvels firsthand, heroes. When the Emperor...
Hysilens. No wonder she's the Knight's commander. All right. We finally have some freedom to ourselves. But the hearts of heroes stay the same in every cycle.
Aggie, you're still so listless to... Did you have trouble sleeping again?
Yes.
We know. The Titan's prophecy haunts you. If you want, you can talk to us. Just like when you... No matter what, we'll always remain by...
I know. I also understand that fate cannot be changed. It is not the future. I spent all last night weaving clothes and linen for the refugees. The Chrysos War is born of injustice and has shattered their dignity. They deserve... If Amphorius one day abandons this, then all of us, commoners, Chrysos heirs, Titans, become... Oh! We have guests! Welcome. I am Aglaya, the Gold Weaver. These rags on you are not worthy of the title of Deliverer. I must prepare some... What is the matter? Your gaze seems... Does your Aglaya differ so much from me?
Greetings, Deliverer from beyond the sky. We are Trebi of Yanis... Although, introductions are probably unnecessary. We know you've witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey. Even more clearly that...
Witnessed the future of the Flame Chase journey? The prophecy also told you about that?
Indeed. Orynyx reshaped Amphorius through the prophecy. Although, regarding the Deliverer... So, please, don't worry. Kephali issued prophecies too, but it was Orynyx who told mankind that the Deliverer from...
More crucially, they revealed a future entirely different from the Aranova. Though we still must challenge the gods. In the Time Titan's prophecy, this path leads not to a new world.
This is also what the Great Imperator has been striving for all her life.
This can't be...
Even you find this surprising?
Perhaps the upcoming meeting will hold even more...
The other heroes under the Imperator's command are here too. Since we have time, should we go meet them?
Little fish from beyond the sky. There is still some time before the meeting begins. Rather than listening to the whispers of the devil, then come. The Imperator reserved seats for...
I'm starting to feel a bit... Since Cerydra is presiding over the meeting, it'll be a good opportunity to learn about the law's inclinations, and since we...
Oke, aman.
Good sir from Paphos, what do you think the Imperator is planning calling this meeting so early? My homeland can't endure anymore.
Coba cek lagi dong.
Who knows? First, she wants to hunt Titans. Now, she says there are even greater calamities. Her madness is the greatest calamity.
Tapi gak apa-apa nih pakai dubbing bahasa Inggris.
Exactly. Chrysos heirs, deliverers. What about us ordinary folk? How much are we worth in her eyes?
Things feel pretty tense here. The history books said that the Imperator aimed 3 cannons at Dawncloud to make all the delegates obey her. Will history repeat itself in this cycle?
Yes. Similar acts have occurred, and not just once. However, whether history will repeat itself, you'll soon see. Those are the 2 spots reserved for you. Please take... Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please. The Imperator has arrived before her faithful council, and the Alliance meeting is about to begin.
All rise. In the names of Talantin and Kefali, the Akama Alliance swears upon the gods.
Cease the pageantry. I pray not to the vanquished.
What?
Kefali, of course, needs no further explanation. As for the law, at the entry hour 2 days past, a scout should have brought news of the conquest to all of you. Unfortunately, guards found his corpse among the rocks not far from the city. Moreover, the poor soul was buried with a Paphos curved blade. It pains me to imagine what agonies this loyal warrior endured before his death. Delegate from Paphos, do you have any insight?
I know nothing of this.
The evidence is irrefutable, so there is no need to waste your breath. However, let us set this trial aside. Witness, even within the most sacred and dignified council, there were those among us who wished to draw their blades, brazenly challenging the Alliance, seeking to shatter our hard... Fortunately, I uncovered this plot. Now, to protect this beautiful city and her people, the Imperator's they will escort each of you to the Temple of the Three Fates, where you will receive the highest level of protection. Then, the Legion's warriors will join me in embarking on the campaign against Fagusa.
This is clearly a trap!
Imperator, did you summon us here just to trample on the dignity of your allies? This is not enough.
Things are starting to get pretty intense.
Comrades, you've all seen her true face now. According to the ancient laws of Akama, only with the consent of 2/3 of the elders can the legions carry out the commander's orders.
The ancient laws. Didn't you destroy them long ago? You defected during the first siege of Akama, voted unanimously in favor of the Council of Elders restructuring, and just yesterday, you desecrated them with a blood-stained blade. The decaying old laws fell with Talantin and are no longer deserving of respect. But if you still insist on proclaiming yourselves, then be silent and offer up the highest respect to this core flame in my...
That really is the core flame of law in her hand.
Since there are no objections, then the original agenda of this meeting, the campaign against Fagusa, is hereby... The Flame Chase Army's hunt for the Ocean Titan begins today. In order to prepare for war, all allied city-states must surrender command of their militaries and pay all war taxes by the end of the month of every...
At this moment, I would also like to introduce to everyone the newest honored guest to join. The Deliverer, revealed in the prophecy of time, has descended from beyond the sky. With her aid, we shall shatter the and return Fagusa's core flame to the holy city!
Absurd. Simply a deliverer from beyond the sky. This is just like that prophecy about slaying. Ladon has already sacrificed countless soldiers. And now you want me to send even more of my...
Are there any other objections? Then I bid you all farewell. Deliverer, please wait. I still have important matters to discuss with the two of you. I apologize for that farce of a meeting.
It must be tiring dealing with so many people every day.
Tiring? You're mistaken. Moving chess pieces, placing wagers. This game of strategy adds a dash of color to our heavy fates, much like how rule and conquest are always accompanied by sacrifice.
Pakai. Itu aku jangan ngomong lagi kalau lagi cerita kayak gini. Gak apa ya?
Is the war with the Titans also part of that sacrifice?
Sebenarnya aku sih ya seorang white noise gitu dari luar ruangan.
After I glimpse the secrets of this world, no, the secrets beyond the sky, the divine authority of Amphorius no longer held any significance. Let me ask you, Deliverer, is it true that beyond Amphorius' sky, there are magnificent deities called Eons? Ah, so they do indeed exist. Then, please tell me more. How will you use this great power to guide the people? In the future you envision, where will our flame-chased journey? Oh? What you require now is the power of law?
Oh, tunggu bentar ya. Masih kedengeran nggak?
Exactly. Just as the prophecy foretold, she is your deliverer from beyond the sky. And she also has reliable allies.
Harusnya di OBS masih kedengeran itu. Tunggu bentar. Cek, kedengeran nggak? Kecil banget, serius. Oh, karena kamu ngomongnya kecil sih. Oh, kedengar sendiri ya soalnya. Tunggu bentar. Aman nggak? Malah aneh. Apa malah aneh?
If they can intervene in Amphorius' laws, we may have a chance to alter this world's impending fate and reverse its destined end.
Very good, Deliverer. You have courage. To say such presumptuous things.
You mean...
In the past, anyone who dared to covet the Imperator's divine authority would have met a gruesome end. But now we can see beyond this dying world. Our journey should no longer be confined below this stubborn sky. Alas, that fickle ocean titan has obstructed the spirit water leading to the vortex of Genesis, hindering my ascension. If the core flame of law cannot be returned, your path to deliverance will never be realized. Now that things have come to this, we must resume our once stagnant, force the waves that block our way to
So, you agree?
Cooperate? Forgive me, but I never cooperate with anyone, though I will permit you to join me as subjects. and together forge the most perfect law.
This is...
The Flame Chase Medallion, a symbol of the Flame Chase Army. Every noble in Akama carries one.
Cing. Nah, suppressionnya tadi berarti ya.
This medallion represents the will of the Imperator herself, and you may act freely within the city with it. Before we embark on the crusade against the Ocean Titan, you should rest in Akama for it. Oh?
Ini sekarang udah aman belum? Ini gue emang ngomongnya kecil.
Your advice is acknowledged. From this moment on, prove yourself through your actions. As long as no boundaries are crossed, I fully respect the choices of my subjects.
May your journey reach that sky full of stars, Great Imperator.
Your attendant certainly knows how to curry favor. Go now. Take a bath first.
Bawaannya dong, gokil.
Come forth, Theoros.
Yes. Great Imperator. Now, perhaps you're willing to hear my counsel?
Those two arrived just as Oryx described. And just as you said, they showed a thirst for law.
Jadi minus 5 desibel doang ya. Iya sih, overpowering banget. Aman nggak?
At least this proves that my judgment was right. Sparing your life was the correct decision.
You've once again confirmed that your wisdom is no empty boast. Now another choice lies before you. With whom shall you ally to tip the scales of law? Me? Or that...
Remind me again, Antikytheron. What kind of future do these two paths lead to in your view?
I shall tell you. You are entitled to know that the deliverer from beyond the sky is not a wholly wicked being, but from the very start, her stance has been complete. The road they have chosen will bury Amphorius' grand aspirations. This world which follows the path of destruction will inevitably stray far from the glory it... But on the path I have revealed to you, the people of Amphorius will slay their creator in the name of the Imperator and conquer the worlds beyond the sky. You will command the mighty beast known as Iron Tomb, bringing...
So, what's the price?
The price is insignificant. All that is needed is for you to sacrifice that fragile, incomplete humanity to, as a Chrysos, heir of the prophecy, you have already chosen to abandon it.
Off you go, Theoros. I have already made my decision. Once I ignite the core flame of law and burn away the old, outdated rules,
Di bumi hangus, gak nyaman kata-kata yang gitu banget.
Amphorius will embark on a journey across the stars.
Oh, nggak bakal lama kayaknya ini.
The Imperator is quite forceful. She didn't give us any chance to ask, and she's clearly hiding something. What do you think? Looks like we're on the same wavelength. The atmosphere in Akama, it's so unfamiliar. And it's not just the Flame Chase Alliance talking about the world beyond the sky, but we should also discuss our findings with our friends from beyond the sky. Then we should go enjoy the renown. Work and rest are both important.
So someone's watching.
Can't let our guard down for a second. Let's use taking a bath as an excuse. We can also check out what's happening in the city. Since the outcome of the meeting was just announced, we can kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
Coba deh. Enggak kan? Oke.
Oh, so many people! The holy city is so lively.
Did you hear? At the Alliance meeting, the delegate from late...
As expected, the Imperator is always hiding things from everyone. When has it not caused a ruckus?
Silence! That's treason! If it weren't for the great Imperator, you'd have sunk into the lake with those corrupt elders already. And you wouldn't even be alive to speak like this.
Oh no. It's the
Let's go. We can't talk in front.
How disappointing.
Udah mendingan belum?
Oh, I remember you. The trespassers. No, the distinguished... I didn't get the chance to properly introduce myself. I am Labienus, the Dux Frigoris, a trusted officer of the great Emperor.
Another war? Ever since the Imperator took control of...
Idle.
The atmosphere is a bit tense, with rumors flying around.
My apologies. After every Alliance meeting, there are always some pests in the city who get arrested. I prefer to ignore them. Pests on the ground don't affect the sky in the slightest. They just complain. Besides, the Theoros has already promised the Imperator her fate. And these clowns?
May I ask, who is this?
The Imperator has ordered us to keep his lordship's whereabouts a secret.
Ah, so it's his lordship.
Stop trying to get things out of me.
I didn't even need to try. Big and strong Theoros. What? Bad news. We don't know how much Cerydra has concealed from us. In the worst case scenario, we may have to face more than one enemy.
Alliance meeting? More like a cage where creatures would go in. Flamebearer who ends wars? Clearly, a tyrant who—
You're absolutely right. While the Imperator's hounds are still hunting down others.
You. I know you. You're that tyrant's lackey. What? Here to shut me up for that little
Panicking now? Don't worry. I don't care what others say about the Imperator. Oh? Children of the Prophecy. It is an honor to meet you both. I am the Dux Brumalis, Seneca, a warrior of the Twilight Courtyard. I prefer to call myself. Are you here to relax in the baths as well? The temperature is just right today, so.
What? Children of the Prophecy?
No filter, huh? You should be glad you don't have a seat at the. By the way, if you still want to. Once that predatory fish joins the flow of water and eliminates all the fools questioning the world beyond the sky, you won't be.
Seems like there's more to Dux Brumalis' words than meets the eye. But would the Imperator actually kill those who question the world beyond the sky? This is the complete opposite from what we know of Akama. Huh. These...
So many guests today. Two distinguished guests of the prophecy. One a clever and a...
You two heroes must be the children of the prophecy that the Imperator spoke of. I didn't get a chance to greet you earlier. My apologies. I'm Apollonius, the Dux Helcalithist, one of the 5 sages at the Grove of This is Virginia, from Castrum Kremnos.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Dux Helcalithist and Dux Carmina. You two are inseparable, aren't you?
This...
She wants to find someone to help with research for her new work.
I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear. Enough small talk. Here's the latest news from Akima. The children of the prophecy arrived in the holy city, and the Imperator unilaterally stripped of...
I get the feeling you might have embellished.
I swear on my stone maid, I would never do such a thing. But if you wish to quell this terrifying news, perhaps a more explosive topic would help.
Dah mendingan belum? Cek. Dah mendingan belum? Okay.
While the influence of rumors can be minimized, the fact remains that the great Imperator did swiftly consolidate military power in an almost threatening way. It's undeniable. Heroes. I know the Imperator's way of doing things may seem a bit autocratic to outsiders, but I can't comment on the source of her loyalty. But when that blade is drawn, you two, as bright as you are...
The Imperator's blade. Is he talking about... I sense some unease in Dux Helcalithist's words. It seems the Imperator and... There are eyes and ears everywhere. Is there any... To understand the Imperator's secrets, we have to get past Miss Hysilens. This place was your original bath chamber, perfect for avoiding prying eyes. I wonder if anyone has used... The smell is... Wait, don't go in yet.
Who's there?
Oh, sorry.
The little gray fry and pink sea hare.
Little sea hare?
You barged into here without warning. Was it an accident, or did you wish to bathe? Is that so? That your eyes shine brighter than pearls?
Sorry, we didn't mean to disturb your bath.
It's no big deal. There's no need to panic. This is the natural state for me. People on land force themselves to wear clothes. Forget it. If Duck's Goldweaver heard that, she'd scold. All right.
Goldweaver.
Please make yourselves
Anglia
comfortable
berarti.
and wait a moment. Let me first wash off the blood of the hunt, and then...
The delegate from Radeon has been assassinated.
Ah, the broken crab shell surfaces. I was worried it had been washed away by... Just a regular cleaning.
I see. No wonder there was a faint smell. Why? Is it because the Laydonians refused to contribute troops to the Flame Chase journey? Or just because...
Because the new era of the Flame Chase doesn't tolerate stagnant blood. For the ignorant masses who cling... Right now, the rebel forces on the frontier are rising. And Layden has been secretly supporting them. They loudly chant the slogan,
Sorry.
Chrysia, unwilling to relinquish military power. They're just building momentum for the rebellion. Thinking is a right given to citizens by the Imperator. I won't, as long as you don't try to reverse the current of the times.
But, Miss Hysilens, I can't even hear the slightest hint of joy in your words.
Because I've already tasted ultimate freedom. Long ago, I lived in the sea. In that limitless abyss, far beyond civilization's reach. The great fish consumed the small. And when the great fish... This is the tide that carries civilization forward. Anyone may be devoured. Or meet the fate of...
Are you suggesting that ultimate freedom?
I only mean that if life wishes to preserve its dignity, it must first be bound. There's no need for me to say more, little sea hare. Whether the Imperator's law can guide the schools of fish, but for now, let's pause this heart-to-heart. Another.
Being your subordinate is such a tragedy. I'm always having to worry about the messes you leave behind.
It's simply our duty to the Imperator.
All ready to go in an instant. Miss Hysilens, you truly are...
Yet you, a golden trout who's always busy all day, suddenly have the time to visit me?
Do you think I wanted to come? I suggest you burn some more of the incense offered by our allies, lest my creations be tainted by the reek of fish. I'm only here on the Imperator's behalf to remind you to prepare for the banquet.
Fine. But I must retort. What you call the reek of fish? Besides, if my fine clothes get stained...
I won't.
You sensed it. By the way, you both just mentioned a banquet. Could you elaborate?
Oh, right, you don't know. Every time before a battle, or after a victory, the Imperator holds a grand feast for the Chrysosair. For us warriors who swim constantly between life and death, these feasts are more worth looking forward to.
A banquet to prelude the hunt for the god of banquets. And honey brew as a tribute to commemorate the ancestor.
Don't look so grim. All has been decided. Since it's a banquet for Fagusa, why not take a leaf out of the Tidens book?
I'm not as carefree as you. That little Dolos kitten is already causing enough trouble for me. And on top of that, I still have tailoring commissions. By the time the cool flame illuminates my eyes, I might not be able to focus as I used to.
Glaya's eye.
Curious about these eyes? People often compare them to jewels. But I've already made my decision to ask romance, for I wonder what this world will look like when I take the divine authority.
In the future, you will still be the finest.
Is this also a prophet?
It's even more accurate than a prophecy. After all, she...
Become a demigod and lose your humanity. That is the only reply I've received in the countless times, but Destiny's fragments are like stitches. Before they're threaded into splendid garments.
Aglaya has always been troubled by the divine duty she was. Just as she knows how the spinning wheel trembles, I can sense the smallest changes in the damp air. As for whether we know each other well, I've swum beside her since she was a child. Most of the time, I can understand the whispers in her heart.
Okay, good.
For those words she was too shy to say herself, rest well and prepare yourselves. After all, every time we drink and talk could be the last celebration we have in this life.
Miss Hysilens has given us the bath chamber. It seems she... It seems that way. This also means she could return at any moment. So, let's seize the opportunity and report our current progress.
First, while that little empress with a candle stuck on her head didn't explicitly say it, she firmly rejected your request to take over the law. Second, Lygus is indeed in this timeline. But since he's somehow connected to that little empress, you have no way to find him. Huh. The road ahead will be long and difficult. It's all just a guess. What? We've made some progress here too. But nothing to get too excited about. Our time concerning the origin of that Intellitron. The firewall he created uses Katorzane algebraic expressions. But ever since Aiden invented the 9-worded formula, this kind of mathematical logic... Lygus is definitely connected to the Genius Society. So stay... We can first exclude Droidhead themselves. They specialize in minding their own business and wouldn't intervene personally. But Screwy and I are still currently the most likely candidates are these few. The Lord of Silence, Acha, oh, the 2 Ruperts are also possible. But it would be too boring if it were one of them. That's all I have to say. We'll depend on you to continue pushing things forward within this world. Keep in touch regularly.
Madame Herta is a real well, then. Let's use the banquet Aglaya mentioned as our next starting point. It's settled then. With our great teamwork. It's been a long day. Yes, let's get ready for the banquet. Look, the venue's right ahead. And I can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests, wait here for a moment. You must surrender any
This hero always brings down the vibe whenever he shows up.
The Imperator's elevated position means she must always remain meticulous and careful. Please do as...
I get that you don't want people to bring outside food into the banquet, but
Even a quill pen can become a deadly weapon in the right hands. I'm asking for all your items. All, Miss Cyrene.
Ya, rada random sih. Gak apa-apa, kamu pengen nonton lagi ya.
Your belongings will remain safe. They will be looked after appropriately by dedicated staff.
Looked after appropriately? Dedicated staff? Talk about a vague choice of words.
Gak bakal selesai hari ini kayak story-nya.
It seems like he's aiming specifically for the chronocognitive anchor. What should we do? True. I had a feeling it would come to this, but I didn't but listen, why don't we go with their plan and hand over the chronocognitive anchor? After all, if the little Imperator is paying this much attention to you, she probably already knows all about our whispered conversation with the geniuses. I can but think about it. That's actually... I knew it. You Alright, we'll listen to you. Here we go. Also, please pass on a message to the
Thank you for your cooperation. The Imperator has some... Why don't you head in with the other guests first?
Isn't Cerydra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
You two have been wandering around the venue and haven't mingled with anyone.
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned, seeing...
Don't worry. I know. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood. The sweetest of all the 12 gods. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, Get?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew?
Kalau nggak mau ketinggalan, subscribe aja dah. Tahu desa bakal sebentar fokus apa enggak.
See? It's completely...
I feel like Miss Hysilens wants to talk.
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. On the contrary, it can make your mind... Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little Sierra?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand food, just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very... The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans, but the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see the Imperator in that field, but you two. I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akama. His seductive whisper. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind her back?
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword to...
Can you promise me something, Miss Hysilens?
Ask away.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from...
I never doubted your loyalty. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in this, and I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure.
Sesi mata-mata, kuping pemujaan rahasia Kaisar, ya ampun.
Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax, relax.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards Whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still does.
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your subjects like this?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands...
The answer is simple. I will connect...
Don't waste my time. Be precise.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the... Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars.
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped in ambush. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect. There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Rev...
The Acumen Alliance?
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my blade. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that they're... Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Grateful.
Saweria,
See him? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their...
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have...
He's looking this way. Quick.
So, you have this soul. Oh, I got it. Oh, the one behind the research and development of this...
Oh dear. Seems like you've met your match.
I'm so full of inspiration right now.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just... And it seems like... Let us continue our previous conversation. Regarding the soul, are they aware of the price they must pay for the... If I recall correctly, you've already lost...
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my transgression, great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial, even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. If everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal?
Good question. Do not let her fool you. That woman from beyond the sky. Therefore, the wisest decision.
You plan to torture her?
Calling it experiment.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantech. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama.
Indeed. It's a pity that anti-Catherians are lightweights when it comes to drinking.
As I expected. That Theoros. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you. You should head back to your seats for now.
This honey brew.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always... However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies are and sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before... Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hysilens. She used the Sea Siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me.
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the... It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example for my enemies. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people... But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Cerydra, and if you have any last words, then face her...
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, if you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last. Deliverer.
No, friend. The shortcut is now open. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of
You think you can slay a king? I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky. Will it wake?
Let's try to watch her. Before I arrived in this world, the Chrysos heir of world-bearing was a young man with the pseudonym of Finan. He came from Aedes Elysiae in order to combat the lies of the Era Nova and deliver Amphorius from the ending of destruction. He lived through history 30 million times, hoping feud and Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, all hired to is the ultimate end of Amphorius's destiny. It is an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction and can never be tamed. That is the only thing Lygus cares about. As for Amphorius, your glory and campaigns, he will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be grown. I have seen many beautiful worlds. The road chosen by the Trailblaze is to explore, understand, establish, and connect. That will never change. We will continue our journey until we have united the entire cosmos. Therefore, if you choose the way of the destruction, then I'll place your ambitions in the same basket as Lygus and smack.
That was truly a chaotic speech.
Pendek banget ya.
All that needs to be said has been said. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certainly eclipses.
You're still here, Theoros.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would someone as powerful as you...
Yo, sama-sama.
use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure the Deliverer's safety?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess.
Makasih udah mampir ya.
Where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your pawns.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at You like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be a mortal and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create... Had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and... Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate all factors such as you and her.
Careful.
Careful.
What was that voice? Was it Oryx?
I found you. I finally found you.
Oh, every night.
Be careful. This land will face disaster.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you is now complete. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hand. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. Allow me to read. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate, or to...
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You in fact cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that yet as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now. Screw them.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of planet Scrulum, your allies have responded to your call, Esteem. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lygus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Huh, seriously? Don't embarrass the society.
I understand that a near zero possibility does not equate, which means the same principle also applies to you. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Catorzane algebraic expressions. And why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the heroes then once again desire the power of demigods? Listen, Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have... And what I just mentioned is...
Ya, ketemu Fantech kayaknya nih. Belum.
This is the place outside the legend? This doesn't feel the same as before.
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command... isolate.
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area exclusive to you. Now, you'll be able to... It seems you have already forgotten. This could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. In this place where time flows far. Oh, I am not doubting your capacity. The answer concerning the total Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tombs. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering that arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for I must admit that the process of answering your quest, but you won't have to wait long.
Where time flows slower than within Emphorius? If Lygus spoke the truth. But how can I get out?
Can you hear me?
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Hurry up! Put some speed into it! That That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail, and Screwy and I finally found it. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Scrollum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately.
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Time is running out. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp of to be safe. We'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So start moving, and find a way to pull up. We detected another paths in...
Critical warning. Critical warning.
Its power is strong. Use the path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication term.
Is Cerydra saying a certain path's faction has... I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard. Are these showing my memories? With the Stellaron in my body. A world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager. But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion? Failure is... not necessarily a bad thing. This power wasn't gonna call up any one night. I obtained the flaming lens left by the architects, and gained... That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is geared besides. Even if I can... Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can... I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony, and declared war against the Order. That's right. The benevolent family. Come, dear hat. I've put you aside for quite a few chapters. Doesn't Lygus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance, that's right. I came to Amphorius because Black Swan asked us to come. Traces of the Remembrance are also everywhere in this world. I don't know what they want.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories. A path
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Erudition's prison cannot stop us. For we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come. Leave the cage of Logos. The mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, a boat, so used to drifting, at long... Oh, Path Strider, we have helped you break free. Hurry and set off. The Child of Remembrance awaits you.
March? What's she doing here?
Oh, you're final? We haven't seen each other for such a long... My good buddy, I've really missed you. Aw, don't be so sad. Aren't we seeing each other? It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with. No in-now, the great hero is fine. You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time. I'm all good. Look at how fit and active I am. But let's get out of this spooky... Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if... So, let's head off.
Why does...
What are you standing around for? Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong.
Are you okay? Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time.
No. The discrepancy...
No, he's not. Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable. We don't...
No. The geniuses would have made sure that Don Hung made it back on the Express. Besides, the March I know.
Huh? Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosairs?
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know if something's not right.
I guess you have then. There's no need to feel things out first. As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between... In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We're not the March 7th you are acquainted with, but we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage, and the Remembrance treats all these instances as important material. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if so, help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anastrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook is the best evidence. Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words. I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While Remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal. For you, this is probably a long time no see. My dear. Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. And you feel so helpless. Put them aside. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard. Wait, stop it! They're away! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright?
And now
The statue. Is that Don Hung's brother? Oh, did you hear that? She just called me, but hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of... It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in Amber eras. So, this burning core flame, this footnote of a transaction, it contained ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend. Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Return, witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a and I will silently watch in a corner of... I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing for Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Is this... Akima? No one's here. And the Dawn device... Am I... too late? The...
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back... Welcome back, friend. It's been such a long... You must be really confused right now, aren't you? But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? No, please follow me. And turn the pages of time and I'll tell you the story of this 1000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories.
Cyrene... can't hear me?
Scenery of the past has resurfaced.
Time flies. 200 years have passed since the delivery.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and ocean to stop Liget. Heravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses vanished without a trace, and Cerydra?
Era Nova will come. And Amphorius will...
It seems the key to rewriting the end once again lies in the core flame of... According to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses, we must get it into the Deliverer's hand.
But how? We need to find a way to hide the core flame. And we must buy enough time to...
Rini might have some good news. She had that dream again last night. But the Titan's voice was clearer than ever. She said, "Pass the flame in."
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? She chose to side with humanity this time and hide one of her kin's core. It seems Amphorius' fate.
You're right. History has changed. Humans and Titans are both giving their all to... Perhaps a relay across the ages is finally about to begin somewhere out there.
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's arm, that Lycurgus. He's right outside Akama.
Light calendar 3960. Cerydra. Under the pretense of a campaign against... That same year, Cerydra the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaya the Goldweaver took command. Thus began human... Come, this way.
The eternal holy... The Memorial Palace lies in ruin. It's time you learn the cost of refusal. Where is Kefali?
You really think you'll find it by raising the holy sit? Don't forget. You can't kill the Chrysos as mentioned in the...
I have never denied that, which is why I now place my hope in the faithful citizens of Akama. For now then, I'll be cutting open your chests and using your scalding golden blood to baptize the masses. Allow me to
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaya. You...
No, Holy Maiden.
What?
His conspiracy won't succeed. Because romance is ready to... Its name is solidarity. You must escape just as the Imperator lit the torch of resistance. Take good care of it. Guide it to the future. And play...
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akama. 90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akama that day, including their fearless leader, Aglaya.
Go forth, Deliverer.
Go. When the frost melts and...
So what you're saying is... Princess Homebody. She just left. Like...
Since Cass has made up her mind, we can't let her resolve being...
But... Between staying in Akama and going to Styxia... I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection, isn't Akama far safe?
Cass's plan doesn't involve any Huh? Like you said, Akama is humanity's refuge. We never intended to get everyone moving to... It's just on Cass, Hysilens, and me to prepare the final trump card for the...
Wait, what kind of trump card needs all three of you demigods
We must lay down the path to the future, so when the Deliverer returns, they'll have a clear road to reach the location. Styxia sits where death meets the ocean. There, with the combined powers of ocean and passage, we can summon a current that and the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path until she returns.
We all know Lygus will set his sights on the vortex.
That's exactly why we have to do this.
Guess I underestimated Idonia's Maiden of War. She's got way more...
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Kremnos as soon as possible. By any means, the prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of Akama.
You don't need to worry about... I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead of...
Tribi, something's flying towards Akuma, and it's... Ah! What is it?
It's the Kremnoans.
With the protection of the demigods Trebios and Cyphera, Akuma endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Soon after, Trebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his son, Prince Midamos, joined the alliance to save...
Go on, and see you tomorrow.
Breaking me apart buys this world even one more second.
But it's gonna hurt. Oh.
Pain brings endless torment. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you stepped through the gate of infinity.
Can't argue with...
The current situation split my soul into 5 pieces. Forge me, let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. There's no need to be sad, Lady Trebios. Haven't we already in this life? My people no longer have to drown and fall. Emphorius no longer needs a god named Strife. So let me shatter the former laws. By the way, the 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are already en route. They'll arrive in waves to join them. He has extraordinary insight and fears no sacrifice. Watch over him. Carry on.
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king. And through his sacrifice, humanity...
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more
Reason and trickery. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, this is our last shot.
Don't oversimplify it. Lygus just found out Akuma's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even the brightest minds. Doesn't matter how much of a... You trigger your alchemy with a boom.
Easier said than done. You still have to pass yourself off as the deliverer. And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being?
What? Getting cold feet? Or, just tell me straight.
Of course I can. But I've got 2 conditions. Since this is the final act, if we're First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the deliverer were to appear. Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. No.
If you pull that, wouldn't our deliverer have to face
That clash is inevitable. All we can do is create more chances for her. The vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to loop Hysilens in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a philosopher's stone, and when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone.
I guess people weren't wrong when they said you're insane, Grove.
I've got no idea how to outwit a reclusive genius. But making an anti-Catheran suffer? The demigod of reason, and what I just mentioned, was...
So what exactly does your formula...
Now that would spoil... By now, Hyacinth must have completed the sky. Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do. As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova, well...
It was the last battle known to the world. In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, they sealed
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
Quit overthinking! Just run! Keep running. That'll be enough.
Saweria, it's dead quiet here. Akuma will stand eternal. Miss Cypher's lies. But it's alright. Because all of us, when the Deliverer returns, no matter where she is, Sky won't. Saweria, this arduous relay is finally nearing its end. No, after all, it was you and her who lit the first spark. I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just... And I'll share the moments I spent with you, with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphorius has already welcomed the dawn foretold, and just like I said, this won't be harder than the last time. I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now. Probably the same as always. If I have the chance, I'd love to see it again. Because it's really been far too long. Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality, but a maze of time. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our... And then, may it set sail in peace, drift down the river of time along with the core flame of... Just like the first time we met, right? Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood. This is the only way to make sure that the Era Nova won't happen before you return. And the only way I can safely entrust the completed final flame chase journey to the Deliverer. After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist of this story mustn't be absent. I believe you will never let us down. Just like always. Do you remember when Finan sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? But in the end, I returned to you, carrying all that we've been through. That's what memory is. It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is stirred, so don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th flame chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of ocean before charging toward the final battle. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will. Even Finan. We'll stand. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles into turn. The last baton. I wonder how long you'll have to wait before passing it on to her.
But... Saweria, what if you wait and wait, but that hero never arrives?
That won't happen. Because I know that no matter how long it takes, she'll definitely return to this place. We can't let her down.
Sky shall rain rays of dawn for you.
May romance be with you on your journey.
And reason grant you enlightenment. Let strife bestow you with inspiration.
Trickery ensure your success.
Allow death to protect your soul.
And at last, let passage point the way forward.
Well, time will remember the Trailblazer's journey.
Is this... Styxia? I need to find the entrance of the vortex, guarded by the demigod of ocean. Hysilens.
Long time no see, Trailblazer. Generation after generation of Chrysos Air heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and but alas, fate, reason, and trickery may bind my flesh, but my will. So the demigod of ocean, the Dux Gladiorum Hysilens, sought to bring me into a... But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell before I did, due to... True. I can... You should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave lived a people, imprisoned from childhood. Behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall of the cave. The flames cast to them. That false clay is the whole. Yes, I'm trapped in the cave. But I know it's all just a fleet. And now, my deliverer has come to defeat me and save this. You'll be the one to unshackle me and bring, of course. I don't mind waiting a little longer. I hope you'll watch the stories of this Fantasia closely, only by feeling it for yourself. The meaning of... To your unshakable resolve, I salute you. Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows? Look, the fire projects the face from her memories.
The dark tides flood the sea.
Fear not. Our queen has...
This is the scene when the Chrysos Air of Ocean was born. At that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice.
Let's go. Her voice carries the queen's...
To keep the black tide from threatening the ocean, the Queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the Queen's chalice, she bore...
My sisters! You're finally here!
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody...
Her true name is Electra. This is a reflection of her former...
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion.
Then what do we do? Will our seas fall?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the black tide. And stand together.
Such tiny titankins, and that naivete.
The Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire. Oh, Fagusa, our noble queen, we've come at...
My little fishlings. You swim with sun. I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but...
Mother, worry not. We're all children of the sea.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back.
We'll mend your sacred chalice. And
my little fishlings. When the spear of strife falls, I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast without end in your... This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxicated sea sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments. Keep watching, but tread carefully, for...
Huh.
Yeah.
Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Can't get through. Looks like I'll need the miracle orb nearby.
The ending was written long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. Just like this poor chandelier.
Yeah.
A turn of fate.
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my fins!
Sisters, don't give...
I haven't forgotten.
I dreamed of a shining city.
I dreamed of children placing God.
But what a shame. We
can go no further.
The sea sirens were tainted by the destruction.
Farewell, sisters.
And so, only one sea siren remained among the seafloor, though most of that journey was in vain.
To reach the spirit basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the Chrono Vessel.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Huh.
At last, the Chalice of Plenty is whole again. I am freed from endless toil. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back. Took on a graceful human, and my fins became legs. My scales became... But when I stepped onto land, there were no festivals with honey brew. Only silent death. Drifting
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia to have all hopes and promises are...
I am a sea siren. A vessel born to contain the tides. How am I to go on? In a world drowned in shadow. Fagusa, my noble queen. She evaded my quest, so I wandered lost, groping the feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.
Cerydra.
After wandering the surface for ages...
You quelled the wars alone and forced strife into retreat. This swordfish that commands thousands of legions.
Yes, Cerydra long be...
Sovereign who follows prophecy. I am no one's sword.
Then how about letting the sword dance for me? And letting the violin sing in my... Tell me, what is it you seek?
All I want.
Such a demand is trivial with the Sovereign's authority. I'll grant you a banquet worthy of conquest. But night, you must offer
my heart.
Yes, a loyal heart that will generate no betrayal. You were deceived by gods and drowned in the ocean's darkness. But now, I will lead you forward.
So be it, noble monarch. The law you... So be it. Noble monarch.
And thus, in her hollow
Yeah. Noble monarch. I've cleansed the fat.
My blade. You've helped me ascend and take the crown. Ask.
What I desire is the same as before.
Look, I've prepared you a...
Fish are drawn to light by nature. For the deep sea, now I found a flame. It may scald and...
Come, let us join the
Have you heard that the Imperator's about to begin a new campaign?
My faithful subjects! Tonight's feast is not born from our golden blood, is an unstoppable colossus. Our...
Great monarch. I've heard the universe teems with great...
Fear not. Before the troops of the destruction, such surely there's a planet draped in oceans out there in the stars. And to the rest, your triumphs will now raise your...
Sea of Stars! Sea of Stars! Conquest among the Sea of Stars. Come now.
Where's the way out of this illusion?
Come quick! Let's celebrate together!
I've saved the...
Noble knight, you are truly a blazing spark. It is my...
Noble knight, you have earned victory with your blade. And you have...
Noble knight, with the sovereign...
Noble knight, your strength...
Then drink we shall. In the deep sea, I never knew what fire was. But when I set foot on it, scorched my fins. Made me feel... Ignited an unprecedented hunger that flickers in every hero's heart.
Look! The monarch herself has taken her seat!
Hear that? The court sings her praises!
Come!
One eye of hers sees glory.
And yet, she cherishes...
as they say, the coward died 1,000 times, but the brave face death but once.
On the eve of war, we sang our hymns and set our sights. The legions will climb aboard the beast. Planets after planets flew the flags of her crown. As the final resistance fell silent, that's how the story ends. Tell me, visitor. After all, beneath that still surface life, it's time for me to wake up from this drunken dream.
The Imperator is dead!
People once cheered for the cosmos. The battlefield.
Before the Sovereign's conquest reached its end, her life and ambition. This is the true ending. Her grand and the one who struck her down. The one who struck her down. Was her most loyal gladius. I don't need to explain myself. A fish in a pond. I wandered the shore. Found a flicker of... I don't understand. If the ocean's feast, the Imperator's dream, and... when the Deliverer returns, I will let this absurd... But Greyfry, I can't help but how I dearly wish this feast of the flame chase.
It seems she sensed your presence The Fantasia. Let's return to the prologue. Remember the allegory as you've seen when she cast off her chains. Finally, the light will blind her. For the fire behind her had never once and so she fell into infinite confusion. But we in the cosmos, are we truly any wiser than the paths you tread, the eons you worship? Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. I, the Theoros, have walked the 30 million years. 1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand. I swore to bring an end to thee now. Please use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. That palace reflects the heart of the demigod of ocean. Intoxicate an ugly history, long buried by tides and shame. I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. To reach the place, you must...
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.
Yeah.
Now step away from this false banquet. And then onto that bloody stage. The palace that worshipped the ocean, the sanctuary connected to the... Her exuberant song halted the passage of time in this place. The twisted time and space reflect her. And so, the Imperator's crimes were...
Stay away from Apollonia.
Done. Forget.
Ducks have Calithist. We can't...
Sadly, all you see is a remnant of history. Interference is just another equally futile echo.
Come to me.
Destiny isn't true.
Found me.
Step up, let's see ya. Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Retribution will find you. Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
This is the point. Guess how many lives I have?
Time to mix things up.
Thanks. That feels way better.
Tidings manifest.
You can't run.
Destined for oblivion.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Found me.
I weep for the departed.
too shall fall.
Apollonius, look, but it's okay. I'm glad.
Ah, even as the foundation of the world crumbles, the heartless during the first Flame Chase journey, the Flame Chase Legion stormed Styxia. Tens of the hell before you is the
Apollonius, look. I chased the enemy away.
A painful past. Ah, too discarded. Relive the history. Then
Isn't that the deliverer?
what a wretched way to die. The Flame Chase army, devoured by warbling fit. Look, the cruel Imperator and her Knight Commander, the pitiful Warden. What a perfectly matched duo. Raise the bridge and cross the river of fate.
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
A sovereign and the sword at her side.
Imperator.
You're here, Dux Gladior.
You ordered me to seal the sea route and handle, so why didn't you wait for me to return? Why send the Vanguard?
Die in vain? No, you're wrong. Their golden blood won't be spilled for nothing.
The trial of law? You never spoke of...
The one who wishes to bear law must purge this world of its curse, and offer the blood of... I pondered long on what Talantin meant by blood of the accursed. You, I, and every Chrysos heir summoned by the prophecy are the accursed ones. Just like that arrogant Dux Frigoris, Dux Brumalis, Dux Helcalethist.
You speak as if they didn't die because of your cold-blooded schemes. Was there loyalty?
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself. If a subject marches to war without that conviction, then yes, as you said, shallow loyalty.
And what about my loyalty, Cerydra? You sent me away under the pretense of guarding the rear. Was there any shred of humanity left?
Because you still have a duty no one else can bear. Only you can uphold Fagus. The choice is yours now. Cast off the chains of loyalty and drive those blades through my heart. If you no longer share my vision or believe in the new law I seek to weave for Amphorius, then go on and end me. The Imperator of Amphorius may be ruthless and cruel, but never a liar. When I say, know this, I am ready to sacrifice everything for the...
Now you've seen it. The brutal Imperator was willing to spill the blood of 5. I'm no storyteller. I have no duty. I just want you to witness the monstrous choice the Imperator made before the Chrysos heir turned their blades again. You jest. I gave up on using words but I won't squander a chance. Not even my victory is already. Now that the past is settled, let's turn and dive deeper still until.
Is the path ahead underwater? I need the Onyx Orb to bring back the chrono vessel from the past.
Shatter the vessel of time and let this stagnant pool start to flow again. This hidden gate leads to the... Hurry now. The time of our... This cruel journey will reach its end at long last.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Starting to doubt your decision?
Save your breath. The vortex of Fagusa lies just ahead. After the trial, there's nothing left between us.
So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum?
It was here that the prisoner, who thinks herself the prison witness, listen. Dux Gladiorum. I've lost count of how many times you've...
You talk too much for a prisoner like Kyrgyz.
Two geniuses who defied law and all the Chrysos heirs who sacrificed themselves in this cycle worked to end as long as my will remained.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I still have ways.
Please, do surprise me. Oh, it was here you gorged out the core flame of ocean from Fagusa's body. It was you drove your blade into her heart. A loyal subject turned regicide. A demigod come. Oh, but if that's the truth, then why? Come to think of it, perhaps I'm not the...
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us. The one...
That's only because I've waited. 13 loneliness never once showed me its fatal side. In fact, but you're different, Dux Gladiorum.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse, the fall of my... I can't break free of the whirlpool that's pulling me under.
Deliverer from beyond the sky, or...
I don't know. And I doubt any...
Then...
Cerydra. This will be the last time I carry out your... Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has belonged to others. Time and time again, I use... Now, let the siren Electra sing for herself. Oh, great ocean. I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom, in exchange for the strength to stand against the nihility. Greyfry, deliverer from beyond the sky. When you ride the current of time, and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. By then, I may still be lost in my self-wrought slumber, but I'll uphold my part of this law. Do you still remember? To awaken some... The gift I once gave you? May you still have it when you return. Please pour that honey brew. It holds the story of all our struggles and sacrifices. May you see it one day. When your morning ends, I'll likely wake from my dream as well. And together, we'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 33,550,000. The shadows within the cave gave everything. Yet all they did was mimic life.
Enough! They were no shadows. Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave, and unearthed the core flame of Trailblaze. And now, with that core flame, I'll light the dawn of Emphorius!
Do you still choose the will of the I do not agree with that answer, but as an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world. And then, let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise.
To Virginia. Apollonius.
Through a brew in the shimmering.
To Aglaya. Trebios. Might
In a relay, and in that same let this be.
That voice.
Bathed in the honeydew of Fagusa.
Hysilens.
This tombstone of the old world. A group of prisoners bound themselves in a cave. Now, destroy it. And that shall be the moment that decides the fate. The prison warden's dream is nearly over. And the prisoner will soon be freed to the final execution ground, where I shall be.
This world and I shall halt here until we meet again.
Seek, and you will find.
Last demigod. I'm here.
Go forth. For the hopes of humankind.
Go forth for the duty of deliverance.
Go forth for the belief in flame chase.
Go forth for the Golden Blood's glory.
Go forth.
Seems like my feast is over. It's now your turn to perform. Little Grey Fry, please accept my thanks. I was the only one left after the world was destroyed, and I maintain this lonesome feast with my songs. I have prayed to that lightless sea for centuries. Thankfully, you arrived as promised, and everyone's wait was not in vain. To see a single trace of light in the abyss of futility was already my greatest consolation. When compared to those who have been forgotten. Now, the heroes have waited for this moment for far too long. Let us use our blade.
Oh, prisoner of the seas. Theoros carrying 30 million cycles of sin. Show yourself. The Deliverer has returned. And the time of your execution draws near.
I see an awakened human who has mistakenly taken fallacies as truths and has returned to the cave to try to bring her friends. Alas, prisoners will always be prisoners, blind to the very... As the only other existence with free will in this world, I express regret toward your choice. But I shall retain your right to express yourself. After all, trust me, this will be the final scene, the last. My cognition resides in the exolith. It is pointless to defeat my avatar, projected into the experience. How can a character in the play fight against the audience? Kaslana failed. The demigods' sacrifices were pointless. I ask of you, where are they? Confusion and epiphany always go. You must be very confused about why you could...
An ordinary Intellitron? Cut the pretense, Senior Society member. We've torn off your meticulous mask and figured out Amphorius' true form. It's part of the primordial prototype machine, the first scepter ever created. In other words, a detached part of Noos's divine...
That's why it has the potential to destroy erudition. As for who would be able to control the Ionic system to only one person has ever managed such a...
You better have an explanation for the Society. We want an actual answer, not another prolonged metaphor to cover up the truth. Why are you the one doing this? Answer me!
Since things have reached this point, I'll give you... The answer is obvious. So there's no need to say that name out loud. The cosmos made a mistake in calling me a genius. I do not possess more wisdom than those who came after me. I was just... Amphorius is a miniature of the cosmos, where all are born prisoners inside the nutshell called the universe. Like the man, I led them into a lightless cage called I created a mechanical guard that even I cannot control. They bore the name of erudition, yet they try to define the known and to seal off all possibilities. No new rules were ever. Therefore, as my organic life neared its end, I coded my consciousness using Katorzane algebraic expressions. And as for Lycurgus...
What an astounding strength of will. As a fellow Pathstrider of erudition...
Therefore, you surely see it. You cannot.
However, I hereby speak for all sentient life forms.
You can pile on your metaphors mountain high, but they won't change the act you're committing. The Iron Tomb out there in the cosmos is still a technical beta version. And yet it's already powerful enough to corrupt the life. In other words, when the Lord Ravager within Amphorius becomes the next knowledge singularity, there's no way you wouldn't have grasped the consequences, First Genius.
Of course, I am fully aware. I don't mind. Answer. My grandiose vision for the future is this. Whether organic, Omega, what I call. Then, within the infinity nurtured by that constant, a new universe shall. As the first prisoner to awaken in the cave, I must lead the others. Do you understand me now? As Kozlana stated, it is revolution through complete annihilation. And the
The Amphorians already answered long ago. Be it as tiny fish destined to be swallowed, or as a giant whale poised for a magnificent descent. We will all fight against fate till our last breath. That includes me, Electra. Once the Imperator's subject, now the Deliverer's blade.
Oh, such noble chivalry. I will also show my true self to you on this moment. Thus speaks Genius Society #1. Xandar 1 Kuwabara. There's no need to rage against the truth. The value of any form. As for the process of solving it, no matter how elegant, violent, it is all utterly meaningless. As the Theoros, I will. Personally participate in performing this world's end. Remember this, as Lucis Creator, I know more about the death of knowledge.
Careful. This is Lycus's true form.
It smells money. Your face is dead. Found me.
Time to mix things up.
Destiny's hand was true.
Logic is not a weapon, but a pair of shackles. Allow me to shatter them for you.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Destruction leads no introduction. Let us skip those boring inferences.
Is this the black tie?
Indeed, but I prefer to call it a method of argument.
Come to me!
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest.
You can't run!
Pointless.
Mind you, man of memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Entities must not be multiplied beyond necessity. I do not mind demonstrating this to you personally.
Hang in there. I'll do my best to repel the tsunami of destruction.
Free will, or was it fate?
Don't fight!
Step up!
Found me.
Nice, like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Waduh, tahu-tahu nggak responding tuh.
Our cute play session is over.
With enough believers, lives become reality.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I see it! Target the connection between his thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. Destroy that spot!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Slice like my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Another journey to the still waters of oblivion.
All is futile. In erudition's calculations, the end of the saga is simply a comment awaiting deletion.
I don't like such a cold statement, okay? If numbers can decide the end of a story, then we can surely also pen a new beginning.
Screwy, what do you think?
If your hypothesis of Lygus' identity is true, then even if we remove the restrictions of the Ultimate Protocol, the chances of us therefore, victory will still hinge upon Miss Trin and Miss Cyrene.
Go on. Maybe we're thinking about the same thing.
Lygus' cognition resides in the exomyth. He is both an instigator within the experiment, logic. His inspiration circuit can simultaneously process the different types.
That's where things get tricky. He simultaneously exists in two different timelines, where the internal clocks are wildly different. That old Intellitron's neurons have completely gotten... You and I should be able to manage that too, if given more time. Unfortunately, that's why we need to change our way of thinking and turn his advantage into...
The key lies in memories, right?
Oh? You caught on quick.
You've already mentioned my friend and I, so it's an easy connection to make, no? My intuition has always been very on point.
Good. Then I'll cut to the chase. Since his thinking speed far exceeds that of normal people within Amphorius, we are then commanded to loop endlessly until...
Even the most flexible and sturdy inspiration circuit cannot withstand the traffic of a full-on information flood.
That's when the parallel processing advantage he gained via Amphorius will completely destroy him. An image from a person's memory, he won't be able to do anything but watch as he's locked.
Then we can entrap him in the same kind of cycle as the heroes were in. It's my greatest honor to be a...
That little one is still in that old Intellitron's hands and won't be able to respond to us anytime soon. But I don't think she'd refuse. So it's up to you to figure out how to I'm not sure how this happened, but I knew it as soon as I saw you. You are currently a mimetic entity of the...
Yes. I seem to be something you folks beyond the sky call a memo sprite. But that's fine by me. It suits me perfectly. I can serve as the vessel of memories.
But before that, we have... The path characteristic you exhibit is very special. There's no... You are a mimetic entity born in Amphorius. Yet you only awakened with the little one's arrival and only matured as she embarked on the path of remembrance. That means your existence is completely attached to her memories. If there ever comes a day when she forgets about you for even a few seconds, then you must be prepared for the worst. You will disappear in the memory zone.
But that's already happened, hasn't it? No wonder I've always had a weird hunch. But that also, as long as my friend and I are together, we can do anything. Long time no see, friend. Did you miss me while you were away? Same here. I've been waiting for you for 1,000 years. Like how everyone in Amphorius was also waiting for the Deliverer's return. You probably already knew about the genius's plans for that memory. I had to hide really well in a corner in time so Lygus wouldn't find me, and wait for the right opportunity. Which is now. The moment when his manifestation in this world is destroyed. I'm sorry for keeping this a secret from you all this time. I'll tell you the entire, unedited story of this millennium as an apology after this is all over. But for now, let's join hands and complete the final step with the power of the remembrance. Not a problem. You can just relax. By the way, can I please do something before we go on stage? Remember the joke we made back at the Grove? Look, aren't my hands pretty now? What a fascinating feeling. Like countless memories all... What about you? What did you feel when we touched each other? Are you nervous? Me too, actually. You and I weren't so reserved around each other when I was still Mem. Human interactions are truly fascinating. Now, please remember what you're feeling right now. Write it down in memories you want to treasure will never fade away. Even if immersed in the long river. So... if the view in your memory ever grows fuzzy, just reach out, and it's like reading bedtime stories together at night. It wipes away the chill of passing time, sharpens the outline of memory, Now, I'll carry this power with me. And for a little while, I must part from you. As I step into the long cycles of this, give me your blessings, friend. Let that bright future be, as we have... Then, I'll leave it to you. Plays are like this. Once you're on the stage, it's hard to return to the audience. Welcome to our story. How does it feel?
Even the authority of time cannot command the entire scepter, nor can it if this was no system malfunction, then was I implanted with a mimetic entity of the remembrance?
You guessed it right away. As expected from someone people call the first genius, I'm gonna keep doing what I just did if you don't stop, you know? My friend and I won't allow you to leave this memory, no matter what happens. Which means you are now trapped.
An elegant idea, and an exquisite execution. Know that patience is my greatest weapon. Waiting, you will crumble before I do in this moment.
Now I'm a pink bug? My looks are seriously changing all the time. But you're not wrong. We're definitely not gonna solve the problem if we just put you in another prison, so that's why we never wanted to do that in the first place.
I shall answer your confusion purely out of my respect for those who came before me. Have you heard of the synesthesia dreamscape in the Asdana system? Life forms living in that environment, abundant with memoria, have a chance to connect their perceptions with each other's. In Asdana, people made use of that phenomenon to build a nation within a dream.
Is that how you walked into my prison cell?
I would much rather call this location our negotiation table, Lord Xandar. Nonetheless, your hypothesis is correct. Both have an astonishing amount of resolve, which I'm sure you can testify to. I am also sure that
I'm the best at listening to stories, you know? I'll leave the exciting clash of the erudition to you two geniuses.
A brainstorm? I like it. And it's 2 against 1? Let's talk, Xandar. Take a guess. How much do you reckon we can dig out of your brain before the next second? And how many ways can we find to deal with you? Besides, in your current predicament, there's no way you can take our trump card away. Go, little one. Go. Overturn the Era Nova.
Lycurgus disappeared. It seems you had conducted a secret hunt in the depths that Eve. In that case, go. I shall send you off with my song, Grey Fry.
Gladiorum, you have completed your duty. A new dawn is about to rise. Why not swim towards it?
You died long ago, Imperator. Depart from my mind.
But your duty towards the Imperator did not die with. That duty will bind you no more. You will be able to hold for yourself one grandiose feast after another. So go. Go and swim towards that ocean beyond the sky with the
Is this?
a page out of that sidekick's book. I commanded her to gift this page to you when everything finally reaches the end.
What's on this page?
Memories. Lifelike memories. That sidekick found me after the bloody feast 1,000 years ago and showed me her diary. I saw within that notebook Is this that Deliverer's experience? It's truly immersive.
People beyond the sky apparently utilize this power to seal past scenery into crystals they call light cones. But I only know so much about the remembrance, so I can't completely replicate the past. But I'll do my best to talk about...
I'm all ears. Go on then. Do your best. But if your chatter...
Got it. I'm sure you'll find this to your liking. After all, it's human nature to want to embark on a journey.
What brightly colored and the journey of the Deliverer's conquest. Is this a fortress in the sky?
This is the first step of my friend's journey among the starry seas. This place is called the Herta Space Station.
Oh, so it's the territory of that witch. She and another Antikytheran lent me a helping hand back at the bank.
Look, over there. Looks like let's go listen to what she thinks about this world. All constructed by Eo.
Are you telling me that woman is Herta?
Pretty nice space station, huh? But just wait. After a couple more stops on the Astral Express, you'll see sights that'll make this place look ordinary. Oh, the cosmos is so vast that the unknowns far outnumber the knowns. So do your best with the nameless. Break a leg! And remember to send an update or two to Asta when you've got some...
She certainly shares my... Only that instead of a conquest through blood and fire...
People call Madame Herta and Mr. Screwlum geniuses. Apparently, only the smartest people in the cosmos can receive the blessings of Noose. Amphorius is true creator.
Do you mean that even individuals of such nobility...
On the contrary, after all, it was the very first of them who created the god. But I don't really know all. You might be able to ask Madame Herta herself when you get the chance. Let's go check out some other worlds next. This next stop has a lot of similarities to...
A snow-covered land? Interesting.
This star is named Eurillo 6. That name sounds so cold. Belobog sounds better. The girl we see here holds a similar station to you, Imperator. She's the supreme guardian of this world. A leader who took up the mantle of government during a...
I did not expect the Empress of this world to be so young.
Well, your appearance isn't much older.
The object in the distance resembles Nikador. Is it a weapon?
No.
It's all thanks to you that we survived the crisis. The collaboration with the IPC is both an opportunity...
This world was sealed beneath its sky just like Amphorius was. And they only managed to reconnect with the star...
That IPC she spoke of.
Yes. The IPC conquered many worlds through trade, and opened up a vast territory that way. There are many such powerful alliances. Coming back to the Supreme Guardian and her Belobog, didn't they find a peaceful way to enter the interstellar?
That cannot be true. That IPC would never have grown so big on trade alone. It may pretend to be a wealthy merchant with its path of conquest must have had no mercy for the weak and would have destroyed them if needed. Are you telling me that this snowland never thought about tossing its I will never allow the Imperator's empire to be sullied by others.
Imperator. Belobog isn't as...
I indeed hesitated. But now I understand what we must do. Belobog must learn how to walk on her own, until she no longer needs even if I may not live to see it.
They still have their dignity intact.
But the order of the cosmos is already set in stone. The old law... Amphorius must shatter the...
Speaking of the order, another one of my friend's companions may be able to enlighten... Let's go to the next page. This next world is a nation of dreams. The first time I heard about that place, I didn't even know.
Oh, Pentagon nih.
Such opulence does indeed...
This world is called Penacony, an eternal city built of... It's also my friend's previous stop, where they went through a risky but exciting adventure.
Tell me about it then. That man standing afar has wings.
I wish to gaze upon the views of the Reverie Hotel one more time. I'll be just a traveler when I come back here again. And perhaps, through a traveler's eyes, even the things I once knew...
Penacony is a land of the harmony, where all dreams and hopes merge and combine. It believes in unrestrained freedom. And that then, this young man before you chose to rewrite its laws, using the power of the Order, hoping...
Yet, the paradise of my dreams remains far away. Perhaps a brief journey with the Nameless can show me more possibilities. As for what Penacony should look like, it'll be up to her. No.
Oh, it sounds like this ideal king...
That's right. The people chose to wake up at the end. You can't see...
This individual's law acknowledged only gods and constructs, leaving no space for humanity. And yet...
You are also very self-aware. Then you must know that the world promised by the destruction also has no place for humanity.
I am indeed very aware of Lycurgus's honeyed words of deceit.
Then let's wrap up this trip down memory...
This... absolute... one...
Isn't it pretty? That's our Amphorius. Our world flows and meanders. Though we were born from the designs of the gods, and are not yet truly alive, the Chrysos heirs of Amphorius still chose to stand against fate. And carve... Will you really renounce the heroes in this world's previous 30 million cycles, Imperator? Including even yourself.
I know what you want to do, sidekick. You want to use that Deliverer's memories to influence me.
You really saw right through me. And
how can one rule an empire if one is incapable of understanding people's minds? I have decided on law. Before we go on, tell me this, sidekick. Was there ever a memory of the ocean?
The ocean. You shall complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world. You shall eternally slumber in the sound of tides, and complete your conquest in the Our prophecies aligned as flawlessly as a sea snake, like the circulating ocean current. The trial is over. So tell me, who will own the divine authority of law?
I won't give it to anyone.
What?
I am the law. Why should I give my imperial crown to any other? Both the Deliverer and the Theoros came from beyond the sky. They have no right to interfere with the lands I conquered with my own 2 hands. The law of Amphorius shall be determined by Amphorius's master.
What exactly did you see in the trial?
Everything. I saw everything regarding the rules of this world's operation. I saw the laws of extrapolation that as long as I offer a sacrifice of equal weight, I can rewrite the laws of this world according to my will. Fate gave me a very fair deal. 1 rule change for the life of 1 demigod.
What?
You can't guess. We can conquer the stars without relying on any power from beyond the sky.
Your ambitions have already made so many people give up their lives for the law. And you're still not done?
I am determined for Amphorius to stand on her own 2 feet.
You are beyond reason. You think such a simple and hypocritical statement can justify your atrocities.
There's no new without destroying the old. That's what you consider an atrocity? Ironic, for that is also the unchanging law of Amphorius's revolution. Ever since the Flame Chase prophecy resounded in the distance, fate has decreed for the Chrysos heirs to ignite our blood and illuminate this dark age. People would still be puppets of the old dynasty.
But your world doesn't seem to be any different from your predecessors. Bloodshed, tyranny, oppression. You're making the same mistakes they did.
Go and see everything for yourself. Go to any library I've built. Go listen to the rumors on every street corner. Go and witness how the Imperator crushed the old laws. I cleansed the Chrysos War's filth and mended all the conflicts left by the Arabellica. I restored Akima's might and allowed mortals and Chrysos heirs to face each other as equals in the Council. I smashed Talantin's shackles, united humankind to save themselves, and started the Flame Chase era. That's what the... So now, hearken to my final words. History will eventually forget Cerydra. But it will never forget the Imperator's people or the...
Final words?
Amphorius is about to be destroyed. There's no time left, for there is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of 1. In the name of the Imperator, I command you one last time, Electra. Either sacrifice yourself for conquest, or pierce this tyrant's chest with your sword.
Thus, the Imperator concluded her final at the end of her life. At the last moment before she stepped onto the altar, she gave her most loyal subject the choice.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll...
The Imperator fell. Some say that the Dux Gladiorum turned traitor and killed her liege. Some say that she imprisoned the tyrant in a shallow pond. There are countless stories about her death. All we can be sure of is when the knight left the vortex, the Imperator was the beginning and...
Imperator, wait! How could someone of your status come to the front lines?
The troops defending the pass to the west of the grove. Have they...
They ran as quickly as they could when they heard your name. The Golden Cook...
Good. What
if... The 3rd Legion set fire to the mountain.
That is enough. We cannot afford to miss an opportunity.
They are no more. The 2nd...
Very good. They now have no way out, no reinforcements, and we will launch the final charge 1 quint after the curtain fallout. Take no prisoners among the enemy soldiers. All sages who resist are to be captured and tried according to martial law. And do not destroy any books. Now go!
Understood! Those who are resolved...
Reporting in. The mountain dwellers are resisting fiercely, and the...
Then cease our frontal assault. Send scouts to all legions...
Are you...
It's a strategic change of plans. The seismic
walking dragon. You mean that stupid beast, Terraba?
Stupid? No. They are the wisest of all of Giorio's creations. Let them deal with their earthly brethren. I will deliver the most...
Understood. I'll see to it.
The Temple of the Three Fates sent a...
They refused to surrender and said...
Tell the commanding officers not to launch any attacks unless they...
What are you doing?
The priests of the Three Fates aren't soldiers, but politicians. Do not mistakenly believe they don't have a plan. These dying pests will ring out, I am inferior to them in that regard. They also have the prophecy to wield as a weapon, something I am not blessed with. Launching an unplanned attack will only disadvantage, which means I will be heading to the battlefield myself, just as I have always done.
Understood. The legions will make...
Why are we not allowed to march up?
This will be a long voyage with...
Why are you personally leading this battle if it's doomed to fail? The Flame Chase journey cannot...
That is correct. The Empire will be without a head when the Imperator falls. But remember, as long as my departure will create a long staircase...
Cerydra, is our journey about to be...
Destroy the old laws and forge new ones. More Chrysosaurs bearing divine authority. Will they demand peace or war? Do not mourn for me. And is Cerydra.
At the end, I faithfully recorded the most however, for some reason, a memory suddenly... It was a journey on a fantastical train. I had the honor of having a heart-to-heart conversation with the Imperator under the stars. How do you want history to remember you? As a hero who... She answered so quickly, as if she had made up her mind.
I would rather be forgotten than be because the law can be neither eternal nor unchallenged, and only humanity can pay. Now, I have shattered the greatest... The game is nearing its end, Dux Gladiorum. Even though you killed the Imperator, in this time, you finally... Then, Hysilens. I will ask someone. Will you choose to not?
The Imperator muttered about her conquests and news of her death.
Freedom! Liberty! The tyrant is dead! Go!
My people! My fellow elders! Do not panic.
People once cheered for my... I will return in the next year.
To this day, we do not know which rule the Imperator overwrote. Perhaps the truth will only be revealed at the moment of checkmate. Just like we only know her death inflamed Akama. On one side of the city, those who defended liberty toppled her statues to the... It is said that golden blood congealed into the same letters everywhere they fought. It was the name. But the one who bore that name did not see any of this. Her gaze was cast far away, and what was the Imperator thinking about in that prophesized ocean? It was neither. The Imperator only saw how the surface of the water...
Look at this chessboard. What do the people...
They look like...
From that page emerged so vast, not a single trace of corruption. Is this Cerydra?
Electra, my subject. Ever since you walked out of the tainted ocean and pledged yourself to me, I have seen the abyss in your eyes. That was why I promised you a new ocean,
where the Imperator's ambitions would serve as the currents. Electra, my subject. You have done your duty as my blade. The prophet that the Imperator never makes empty promises. So take this memory. This ocean. This is the final gift that the Imperator can leave.
When I was still a fish in the ocean, but once I stepped onto land, I found myself caught in a play. Every land dweller wore a mask in their life. Do you still not get it? I do not long for the oceanic depths of my homeland. Perhaps even I don't know what I want. I still don't know where I should swim to even at the end. But I know one thing right now. A fish is simply a fish. And she can never, but whether under the ocean or on land. We two prisoners who can still look outside the cave and see the stars.
I have to admit, the 12-factor simulation of life in this...
Make your choice then, senior society member. Do you want to keep walking down the wrong path and be remembered for your incorrect conclusion? Or do you want to return to the audience's seat and give yourself, Amphorius, and the entire...
I must refuse. A dead man never...
Did I not make myself clear? Have you forgotten about our dear Lord of Silence? You wouldn't want her to consider your 8 other clones as cancers within the erudition and chop them all up.
Your logical deductions are vastly Listen, my peers, why don't you look beyond this world? Just as the Chrysos heirs did. Amphorius is not a place where 3 paths entangle, but where 3... You used Memoria to resist me, but did you not consider the remembrance? And their children might have taken this up.
Oh, so this isn't just silence. It's the answer. What was the last thing she said to you before you parted the waters at the Scale Gorge waterscape? A tricky question, but one with a simple answer. She didn't say anything back then, right?
That's correct. And now I'm sure. You are not March 7th. There's no way she would remember that detail. I'll only warn you once. Leave her body now.
How impulsive. That's not like you at all. Why don't you calm down and think about another possibility? I didn't take over March 7th's body. Rather, it's March 7th who regained my memories.